All signs are pointing to this when it comes to a recently injured Dodger player. We get into all that in this edition of Dodgers Digest. Hey, this is Mike Nelson. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I want to thank the 42% of you, the ones who are watching these videos, who've already hit the sub button. But 57% of you, I'm not sure why you haven't joined the Dodger Digest family. We're the best Dodger YouTube channel out there. Myself, Brad J, we're bringing you everyday Dodger content. You're not going to find it like this anywhere else. We want to thank everybody who always joins us on our live streams. We got a lot of those coming up. So make sure to hit the sub button and notification button so you don't miss out when we go live and when we post these videos. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about Tommy Edman. Why was Tommy Edman not in the lineup today against the Marlins? Of course, the Dodgers got a 3-game sweep over the Marlins. No surprise there. We talked about it on the show on Sunday afternoon. The Dodgers had to take care of business against, frankly, a pretty awful baseball team. The Dodgers have now won 5 in a row after dropping that first game against the Pirates. They've won the next 5, so very happy about that. But why was Tommy Edman not in the lineup today? Well, Edman was out of the lineup twice in a 3-game series, which is obviously a bit of a surprise, but let's not be concerned. This is an article that Noah Camras wrote before today's game for Dodgers Nation. Although Edman tweaked his ankle in Tuesday's win over the Marlins, the Dodgers just wanted to get Edman a true day off before they play 10 straight games. That's right, 10 games in a row. 3 at Atlanta, 3 at Miami, and then 4 at Arizona. It's a 10-game road trip the Dodgers have coming up, and they want to have Edman ready to go for those ball games. So the Dodgers wanted to give Edman a day off. That's why he didn't play today, and he's of course expected to play in Game 1 of that 3-game set this Friday, although weather does not look very good Friday, Saturday, something we're going to have to keep an eye on in those games in Atlanta. As we know, it's an open-air stadium. There's no roof. So weather is going to be an issue. The Dodgers want to keep Kiké Hernandez fresh as he looks to find consistency at the plate this season. But we're expected to see Tommy Edman come back this Friday. That's the latest from Dodgers insiders, which is obviously great news. We don't want Tommy Edman going on the IL already. Too many players that are injured. I mean, come on. We got too many pitchers injured. And the last thing we want is, players that play in the field and are contributing going on the IL. So good news for sure. Edman will get a full day off, as of course he did, as well as a scheduled off day on Thursday before returning to the lineup this Friday against the Braves. Hopefully they get that game in. As we know, weather doesn't look too good. And, God, Atlanta this time of year is so unpredictable. For those of you that have been to the South in the spring, it's crazy out there. I mean, the spring in the South is wild. It's humid. It's already hot and humid. You already get a bunch of rain. And, of course, the Dodgers going out there, you can't play baseball in rain, so that's why, you have these rainouts and they cause havoc. And, frankly, with the Dodgers bullpen situation, the way it's set up, you really hope that there's no serious rainouts, because then we have to sacrifice Yamamoto and he can't play. If they have any sort of delay on Friday, I really doubt the Dodgers are going to want to, delay Yamamoto, have him pitch a bit and then have him come out again. So, yeah, I mean, you just really hope that there's no significant weather concerns this weekend. And then, of course, after that, they go to Miami, which is an indoor stadium, and then they go to Arizona, which is also an indoor stadium, so no weather problems there, no matter how hot or cold it gets outside. But, yeah, Dodgers have been looking very good. They got a 12-7 win. Very lucky they got those 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th, right? Think about it. It was 9-3 going into the 8th inning. The Dodgers made it a 12-3 game, and then the Marlins got 4 runs at the top of the 9th to make it 12-7. So pretty big runs there in the bottom of the 8th. Kind of looking back now, kind of gave the Dodgers a bit more, I guess, breathing space before that 9th inning. But come on, the Marlins are an absolutely awful ball club. I mean, just plain and simple, they absolutely stink. I know Monday they came back and tied the game up, forced extra innings, but look what they did in extra innings. They couldn't score in the 10th. And then, of course, Tommy Edman, put the game away in the bottom of the 10th inning on Monday with, of course, the walk-off hit. So, yeah, the Marlins are not a very good team, guys. The Dodgers expected to win these games, and they win them last 2 days, no issues at all. We had Kiké Hernandez pitching yesterday, which was so funny to watch. I mean, come on. He was out there with the pitcher's helmet. I mean, this is just so fun to watch this guy. And he's done great offensively, too. But, I mean, his antics on the field are definitely something we're always going to remember, I think, more than what he's done on the field as a player, because it's just so fun to watch. This guy always is causing trouble and is always creating basically memes on the internet. And, yeah, people talk about Kiké for funny reasons, which is obviously always, very fun to watch for sure. Now, today also was a special day for the Dodgers because they had the Catman. That's right, Tony Gonsolin pitched his first game in almost 2 years. I'm really happy that he's back. He had to work very hard to come back to Major League Baseball. I mean, this guy went through hell to come back. So this guy worked very hard to come back. He missed last year, missed the playoff run. He felt really bad about it. And today, he looked great. I mean, Tony Gonsolin was solid. 6 innings. Yeah, 6 innings in his first start in a long time. Gave up 6 hits, but the number I liked, 9 strikeouts. That's right, 9 strikeouts for Tony Gonsolin this afternoon on a sun-drenched Dodger Stadium. Although weather was beautiful, I believe it was like 71, 72. Comment below if you were at the game today. I always, going to games at Dodger Stadium, it's always fun to go to these day games during the week because the prices. I mean, the prices, you cannot beat them. I mean, you could go, I don't know, now it's going to cost you at least $20, but I mean, before, you could go for $5, $7. I mean, I'm talking like 10, 12 years ago. I remember going to a day game. I believe I was a senior in high school, freshman in college, around there. And I remember it was the Dodgers and the Nationals, and I paid like $7. It was really cheap. It was a day game. It was like a June game, and it was like all cloudy and overcast. But it was $7. I mean, it was really fun. I mean, it cost more to park, and it like cost like almost the same for the Dodger dog. But yeah, now it's going to cost you like $20, $25 to go to one of these day games during the week. I'm talking about if you buy a really cheap seat, maybe you could sneak down to the bottom, right? We all do that. But, because on those weekend games or like games that are like at night, I mean, you're paying like $40, $50. I mean, it's crazy. But, it's wild how expensive Dodger tickets are. Comment below, how much were the tickets for those of you going today, the ones that went? Because I believe it was like $20-$25, the cheapest ticket to get in. Of course, I'm talking about on resale. But, hopefully everybody enjoyed today's game. We got a day off tomorrow, and then we got the road trip. Dodgers going to be going to Atlanta tomorrow afternoon, or tomorrow morning, I should say, flying out to Atlanta. And then getting ready for that 3-game set out there against the Braves, who've been playing some good baseball. But I expect the Dodgers to take care of business against a team that I don't know if it'll really be, competing for the playoffs. As always, make sure to subscribe, and let's go Dodgers. Woo!